Hello guys, welcome to Scholarship Guide platform. In this session, we are going to look about the concept of scholarship. Let's what is a scholarship? In simple terms, a scholarship is a financial aid given to students to help them in their education. A scholarship is different from a student loan in the sense that you don't need to repay a scholarship. When awarding a scholarship givers look at different criteria when awarding scholarship. Therefore, we have different kinds of scholarship. Let's look at the basic ones that we have. We have merit-based scholarships, need-based scholarships, student-specific scholarships, career-specific scholarships, institution-specific scholarships, and government-sponsored scholarships. Let's take each of them and see what we have. For merit-based scholarships, these are given to students who have outstanding academic performance. This scholarship can also be awarded to students who are good in sports, for example, athletes. A common example of this scholarship is scholarships which are awarded through ACT or SAT examinations. Let's look at need-based scholarships. A need-based scholarship is a scholarship awarded to students who are from poor background. This type of scholarship is sometimes referred to brilliant but needy sponsoring scholarships. A common example of this scholarship is the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. In Ghana, we have this scholarship in Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. The next type of scholarship that we have is student-specific scholarships. This type of scholarships are awarded to students based on some specific factors. It can be gender, in a way that these scholarships are given to only males or only females. It can be given based on medical history. It can be given based on race. The common example in Ghana is the Comfort Scholarship, which is specifically given to female students who are outstanding. The next type of scholarship that we have is career-specific scholarship. This type of scholarship is given to students who are pursuing a specific career. For example, the African Leadership University is awarding scholarships to students who are interested in leadership. So, students who are interested in leadership are capable of winning this type of scholarship because it is specific to their career. The next type of scholarship that we have is institution-specific scholarships. This type of scholarships are found within colleges and universities, and they are awarded to highly qualified applicants. It can be given to brilliant but needy students. It can be given to athletes who are outstanding in their performances. The next type of scholarship that we have is government-based scholarships. This type of scholarships come in two ways. The first one is when a government of a particular country is sponsoring its own citizens. For example, the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat can sponsor students to go and study outside the country or within the country. The second type of scholarship under this is when a particular country's government is inviting applicants from different countries to apply and come to their country where that government sponsors their education. A common example is the Turkish government scholarship, Chinese government scholarship, Korean government scholarship, German government scholarship, and many others. These type of scholarships are normally won by Ghanaian students most often. So what's the best way to get a scholarship? The best way to get a scholarship is to know the type of scholarship that you are applying and see whether you have high chances of winning before you apply. Some scholarships, as I explained earlier, are meant for some particular students. So knowing the types of scholarships, you'll be able to come out with the one that you think you have high chances of winning. In applying for scholarships, one thing that you should note is that there are scammers out there who may bring out links so that you apply and they may end up convincing you to take your money in one way or the other. So when applying for scholarships, you should make sure that you take these things into consideration and be very careful about it. Let's look at some of the basic requirements of scholarships. When applying for scholarships, make sure to provide the following: your resource slip, which can be your NOBDEC or your WASSCE resource, a transcript, which is a report which contains your first, second, and third year SHS examination results. A recommendation letter from your headmaster, any of your teachers, or any person in authority. Your birth cert or passport. Some scholarships will also ask you to write a statement of purpose. This is normally a long essay which describes into details your main reason for applying for the scholarships, how you think you qualify for it, and your visions and ambitions. Let's look at some of the features that a scholarship student should possess. As a scholarship student, you should be prepared to be determined and should persevere. Because during the application processes, there are a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to prepare yourself to travel for interviews. You have to prepare yourself to write long essays. You have to prepare yourself to print documents, submit documents, and many others. You have to also keep yourself updated. You have to be following your email to see when you receive information. You'll be shocked some students lose scholarship because they did not see the message they have been sent on their interview day. They have been invited for interview, but unfortunately they did not see this message and they lose it. So you have to keep yourself updated. Thirdly, you have to have a good interpersonal relationship. We previously talked about a recommendation letter which you need from either your headmaster or someone of high authority who can write it for you. So while in senior high school or even in junior high school, you should have a good interpersonal relationship with your teachers as well as some of the authorities in the society, so that when you need a recommendation letter from them, you get it easily. Also, you have to have good writing and speaking skills. As a scholarship student, you'll be writing essays, filling a lot of forms, attending interviews. So for you to excel in these areas, you should have good writing and speaking skills. Also, you should be confident and courageous. You may have the knowledge, but if you don't have the confidence and the courage to defend it or to express yourself, in fact, you are likely to lose a scholarship in which you are a potential candidate. Last but not least, you are supposed to be able to adapt to new cultures. Imagine yourself winning a scholarship, traveling to a different country where the culture is completely different from your motherland. You should be able to adapt to this new culture. These are the features of a good scholarship seeker. Let's look at some common myths surrounding scholarships. In fact, some students have negative perceptions or wrong perceptions regarding scholarships, and the common among them include the following. The first one, they say scholarships are scarce. In fact, this is completely not true. Scholarships are in abundance unless you do not search them from the right source. Some say scholarships are given to only students from poor background. This is completely wrong because we mentioned different kinds of scholarships. One of them was merit-based scholarships, which are given to students with outstanding academic performance. Some students think you have to get straight A's in all the subjects before you can get a scholarship. This is not true. This is completely wrong. If you have a pass mark and you follow the right procedures and apply for the right scholarship, you are likely to win the scholarship. Some think you have to take part as much as possible many extracurricular activities before you can get a scholarship. You have some scholarships that consider extracurricular activities, but in fact it doesn't mean you should take part in all activities while in school before you can get a scholarship. Here what they do is they look at the quality of the activities that you took part, not the quantity. Some also think that for you to be able to get a scholarship, you should apply to almost all scholarships that come your way. In fact, this is completely a wrong misunderstanding. When you decide to apply to all scholarships that come your way, you end up not applying any of them in the right way because you end up sending the same applications to all of them. But rather, you have to apply fewer of them and give them maximum attention. This will increase your chances of winning because you will stand out and you'll be competent because you are competing with other students. We wish you all the best in your scholarship applications. Scholarship Guide platform will always bring you exciting content to support you during your application processes. Thank you and stay blessed.